Good afternoon and welcome to WEFM's 3 p.m. news. I am your presenter, Rajiv Providence. First, on the local scene, as Vincentians prepare to observe the traditions that are associated with the Easter weekend, the Royal St. Vincent and the Grenadines Police Force, the RSVGPF, has issued an advisory urging everyone to be responsible, alert, vigilant, and neighborly over the extended weekend and during the numerous activities that come along with it. The RSVGPF, in their release, encouraged citizens and visitors alike to 1. Act in accordance with the laws of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, 2. Be respectful and kind to others, 3. Not drink and drive, and 4. Not indulge in illegal and or dangerous substances. The release goes on to remind the public that their safety and security are a shared responsibility. The RSVGPF called on every citizen to work with the police as they seek to provide a safe environment for members of the public as they go about their business over the Easter weekend and in the future. A national of St. Vincent and the Grenadines has been charged with the offense of capital murder in Grenada. The Royal Grenada Police Force reports that as a result of extensive investigations into the death of Jonathan Richards, police have arrested and charged Elton Elliston Andrew, 30, a resident of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, with the offense of capital murder. According to reports, on March 21, 2023, Jonathan Richards was brought into the General Hospital with several gunshot wounds and passed away that evening. Andrew made his first court appearance at the St. George's Magistrates Court this week and was remanded to His Majesty's prisons. He will make his next court appearance at the Magistrate Court on April 24th, 2023. Still on the local scene, the Vector Control Unit under the Public Health Department is ramping up its efforts to control the rodent population in capital city Kingstown. According to Senior Environmental Health Officer Dr. Todd Lewis, this is coming in the form of a recently approved project that takes into consideration data collection, public perception of rodents in Kingstown, includes a baiting program, and more. We hear more from Dr. Lewis.
So the project takes into consideration data collection about persons' perception, the general public's perception of rodent in Kingstown. We also have sensitization, in which we are going to do face-to-face sessions in the schools, in the workplaces, especially government institutions. And also we have our baiting program, which is done in the evening to reduce the rodent population in Kingstown. Along with that, we are doing documentation of rodent burrows and so on in order to understand the habitat more and see how we can disrupt that habitat to further reduce the population.
That was Senior Environmental Health Officer Dr. Todd Lewis. The Ministry of Health's website states that rodents are implicated most often in human cases of leptospirosis. The ministry said that it is therefore important to prevent the harborage of rodents. On to news in the region. Jamaican students of agriculture and other disciplines are being encouraged to take advantage of the scholarship opportunities available for higher education studies in Brazil. During a recent courtesy call on agriculture and fisheries, Minister Pernal Charles Jr., Brazil's ambassador to Jamaica, Elza Moreira Marcelino de Castro, said that the initiative will serve to build capacity and enable training of citizens as the world grapples with uncertain times. To achieve food security, we cannot rely completely on the international market. Capacity building is extremely important, and training people is fundamental in this process, the ambassador said. As such, she stated that she intends to make the Brazilian scholarships more known to Jamaican students. She said, too, that the studies are free of cost, with the students paying for accommodation. However, she pointed out that from time to time there is collaboration with foundations in Brazil to assist with accommodation for the students. Residents in the northern part of the island of St. Kitts reportedly experienced a hailstorm this morning. Videos and pictures have been making the rounds on social media of the reported rare weather event. The National Emergency Management Agency NEMA and the St. Kitts Meteorological Office said it is investigating reports of hail in the northern part of the island, particularly Sadlers and Tabernacle. The St. Kitts Met Office is currently assessing these reports, and upon conclusion of the investigation, an update will be provided. Meanwhile, U.S. meteorologists Brian Shields, on his Mr. Weatherman YouTube channel, today uploaded his latest video called Tropical Development in April, where he confirmed there was some hail in St. Kitts. The weather forecast for St. Kitts and Nevis this morning on April 6th said the islands expected cloudy skies with light showers and thunder and lightning. Finally, on the international scene, officials raiding a property near the Mexican capital have seized 25 exotic animals, including lions, pumas, and a Bengal tiger. They had been alerted to suspicious activity at the ranch west of Mexico City. They also found pumps thought to have been used to steal petrol from fuel pipelines. Criminals in Mexico often keep exotic animals as pets, and a number of large cats have been seized in recent years. The site where the animals were found is thought to have been used by a gang specializing in stealing and selling fuel. Agents found a container with diesel as well as several large vehicles, such as lorries and buses, which they say may have been stolen. A total of 47 live animals were at the property, some of which were kept in cages. They also seized 7 dead animals which had been stuffed. The trafficking of animals is a lucrative business in Mexico, with criminal gangs increasingly buying and selling exotic species for profit. This has been WeFM's 3 p.m. news. I have been your presenter, Rajiv Providence. Join us again at 5:30 for WeFM's evening news, and we thank you for listening.